Faced with the seriousness of these facts, the College of Heads of State of the Confederation 1. Decides to put the defense and security forces on maximum alert.
The Alliance of Sahel States has placed its armed forces on maximum alert. This is not just about military posturing. It's a powerful statement against imperialism, neocolonialism, and a direct challenge to France and ECOWAS.
Declaration of the College of Heads of State of the Confederation of Sahel States AES. Concerned with defending the dignity of their people and preserving the integrity of their territories against imperialist and neocolonialist ambitions,
Their Excellences,
Captain Ibrahim Traoré, President of Burkina Faso and Head of State General of the Army Assimi Goïta, President of the Transition and Head of State of Mali, and Brigadier General Abdourahmane Chiani, President of the National Council for the Safeguard of the Homeland and Head of State of Niger, created the Alliance of Sahel States, AES, on September 16, 2023. This new decisive momentum, driven by a common desire to achieve true sovereignty and initiate real momentum for the people, was strengthened following the withdrawal of the three countries from the Economic Community of West African States ECOWAS on January 28, 2024, and the creation of the Confederation of Sahel States AES on June 6, 2024. The College of Heads of State of the AES Confederation notes that, since the adoption of this new strategic posture, driven by legitimate aspirations for freedom and peace, the imperialist French junta, feeling its interests threatened, supported by certain heads of state of the sub-region, is desperately trying to stop the emancipatory dynamic initiated by the AES. By reiterating the irreversible and immediate nature of the withdrawal of the AES countries from ECOWAS in its declaration of December 14, 2024, the College of Heads of State of the AES rightly considers the decision to extend for 6 months the withdrawal of Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger from ECOWAS as an attempt that would allow the French junta and its auxiliaries to plan and conduct destabilization actions against the AES. Instead of a concerted management between the AES and ECOWAS of the technical aspects related to the immediate withdrawal. The College of Heads of State was surprised by this unilateral decision of extension, which was not consulted with the AES countries. The College of Heads of State notes with regret that within ECOWAS, destabilization maneuvers are regularly initiated by a handful of heads of state who impose their desires and foreign agendas on the rest of the organization. Obviously, these actions prove that the security issue that the AES countries are successfully addressing in the sub-region, and whose benefit extends to the entire region, is not a real concern for these actors in the pay of a desperate master. Also, the College of Heads of State is closely monitoring the deceptive maneuvers initiated by the French junta, attempting to close its military bases in certain African countries to replace them with a less visible system, but pursuing the same neo-colonial ambitions. These activities are accompanied by operations to reorganize and regroup terrorist groups in the Lake Chad Basin, the Sahel, and in certain border areas, namely Niger, Nigeria, Niger, Benin, Niger, Burkina Faso, Benin, Burkina Faso. These groups receive various support from foreign states, including financial and logistical means, aimed at destabilizing the AES. Faced with the seriousness of these facts, the College of Heads of State of the Confederation 1. Decides to put the defense and security forces on maximum alert. 2. Decides to make the confederal space a single theater of military operations, coexisting with the ongoing national military theaters. 3. Calls on the populations of the AES to redouble their vigilance, to systematically report any suspicious activity to the security forces, and to reject proposals for recruitment within terrorist groups. The College of Heads of State reiterates its commitment to continue with determination the struggle of the people of the AES for their true sovereignty and dignity, done in Bamako, December 22nd, 2024. Signed, General of the Army Assimi Goïta, President of the Transition, Head of State of the Republic of Mali, President of the Confederation of Sahel States IES.
The Alliance of Sahel States has placed its armed forces on high alert. This is just coming few hours ago. As you and I know that ECOWAS has given them 6 months ultimatum, and I think it's already coming to an end because I don't know when the 6 months started, but it's like it's coming to an end. That's why they had to place all their armed forces on high alert. And you and I know that you can't know what is the next move of France, or should I say ECOWAS, because right now I don't even know whether it's France that's coming for them or the ECOWAS. But whatever that's going to happen in Africa, we should hold ECOWAS responsible. And I want to ask ECOWAS a question. Are they going to bring crisis and war into Africa because they want to give France the dominance of Sahel region? Because they want France to retain their dominance in Sahel region. You know, I know Ibrahim Traore says something that's homeland or dead, that is going to defend his father's land or they are unalive him. That's a high statement. And you know what that means? You know what that means, right? That means that he's never going to listen. He's never going to listen. Ibrahim Traore is well prepared and he's never going to listen to anyone that is going to defend it with his last breath. He's already placed all the armed forces on high alert. And ECOWAS, what is the problem? We, the youth of Africa, should hold ECOWAS responsible for whatever that is happening, that's been happening to Africa. I'm not even joking. Both the ECOWAS and EU should hold them responsible. In fact, they are the people that is causing the problem we have here today in Africa. Because with this move, with this kind of attitude they are displaying right now, it shows that they care not for Africa. They are not after the progress of African nations. It doesn't make any sense to me. You're gonna backstab your brother because of foreigner? It's not even justifiable. What is this? Are you gonna bring the crisis to Africa just because of what? What is that? Anyway, one thing I love Sahel region is that they have determined and they are always alert, because the battle they are fighting right now is not even something that can, is already there. They're already fighting the battle already. So this one is not going to be an exception. They're going to face it. And we African youths, we have to do everything to support them. We have to all hands on decks, any way that you can support Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger right now, you have to do it. We have to support them. We have to find any possible means to support these people, whether by your voice, anyhow. Make sure we protect them, because we believe that what they are doing is their right. They have the right to defend themselves. They have the right to live right as people, and their decision is not interfering with anybody else's decision. It's not interfering with anybody else's choices. Anyway, I would love to know what you think in the comment section. See you in the next video. And please stay alert. Let's defend Africa. It is time to defend Africa.
The Alliance of Sahel States has placed its armed forces on maximum alert. This is not just about military posturing. It's a powerful statement against imperialism, neocolonialism, and a direct challenge to France and ECOWAS. Stay tuned as we unpack what this means for Africa, for France, and for the global balance of power. The Alliance of Sahel States, a coalition formed by Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, was established in 2023. These countries, bonded by shared challenges like terrorism and foreign interference, have banded together to chart their own destiny. Their slogan, defend dignity, preserve sovereignty. But why the sudden move to place their militaries on maximum alert? 2 words, external pressure. The alliance has been under mounting pressure from the Economic Community of West African States, or ECOWAS, and, more controversially, from their former colonial ruler, France. Now here's the context. ECOWAS issued a 6-month ultimatum to the Sahel states, demanding they return to civilian governance after recent military takeovers in the region. Sounds straightforward, right? But for the alliance, it's anything but. The alliance accuses ECOWAS of being a proxy for Western interests, specifically France. For decades, France maintained a military and economic stronghold in the region, often under the guise of fighting terrorism. But many locals argue that French involvement has done more harm than good, exacerbating instability and stifling true sovereignty. To the Sahel states, this isn't just an ultimatum. It's a challenge to their very independence, and they're responding with a show of force. So why now? Why place the entire alliance on high alert? This isn't just a defensive move, it's a signal to ECOWAS, to France, and to the world that the Alliance of Sahel States will not back down in defending their territory and their people. Geopolitically, this alert comes at a time of heightened tension, with ECOWAS openly considering military intervention to enforce their ultimatum. The alliance is preparing for the worst. Add to that the growing friction with France, which has already faced the expulsion of its troops from Mali and Niger. The message from the Sahel Alliance is clear: we will not be bullied. Let's zoom out for a moment. The Sahel isn't just any region, it's a geopolitical chessboard. Rich in resources like gold and uranium, it's a hotbed of strategic interest for global powers. But the people of the Sahel are tired of being pawns in this game. China, Russia, and the West are all vying for influence. And as the Sahel states push back against neocolonialism, their struggle resonates with other African nations seeking true sovereignty. The clock is ticking. ECOWAS's 6-month ultimatum is nearing its end. Will they attempt a military intervention? Will France escalate its response, or will this alliance inspire a broader movement across Africa? This is a pivotal moment, not just for the Sahel, but for Africa and the world. The struggle for sovereignty, dignity, and self-determination is unfolding in real time, and it deserves global attention. What do you think about the Sahel's bold move? Is it a justified defense of sovereignty or a risky gamble? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay informed on the latest in global politics. Until next time, stay curious and stay informed.